We have made it. Eisenhower State Park, Kansas. And I believe we're, we're southwest of Kansas City. Got here a little late for us, around 4:15 or so. And the park office wasn't open, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this. A little confusing. There's sites with blue, which means water and electric. And there's tons of blue ones that have prime written on them. And I noticed those, I think, have sewer also. But I picked a prime blue, one that looked kind of level. I tried that one over there, and it was not very good. And then tried this one. I did have to go up a couple of blocks there to get level, but there's no water. The water shut off. Checked another site, their water's off. So fortunately we have about a quarter of a tank and a couple of gallon jugs of water. That might do us. We're here for 2 nights. And there's bathrooms up there. I'll see if they've got water spigots up there if we need more water, but all we gotta do is basically brush our teeth, and that's about it. A little drinking water. So we should be good. So we'll find out. $24 a night. No discounts that I can see. I don't know that I'm going to get to all of these sites, but there's several campground areas. There's 5-star up here, and that looks like that is tenting only. Those are $13 a night, so I would imagine that is about it on that. They do have, looks like pay stations at different places, but the pay station here is kaput. Somebody tore the top off, so I had to drive up to the office to pay. So they have a sailboat beach area here where there's a boat launch, and I did check out Abilene, and I just didn't really care for the sights there. They were pretty uneven. And then we went through Blackjack, but then found out that was $26 a night, and they'd only have water anyway. In fact, the only one with water here is West Point, and I didn't go over there to look, and I didn't read the instructions right to find out they have water. So we're in Dowd, and we're right there, 75. And there's one guy over here. Haven't seen anybody come in or out of that trailer, and one more trailer way on down. We're about over here behind that sign, right by that sign. So I may look around the area, but boy, it's deserted. I mean, there might be 1 or 2 people at any one campsite. But very nice today. We got just a little bit of wind, but other than that, it is a gorgeous day. I'm just down here on the west side of Dowd, and boy, you don't want 89 or 91 and 93 because they have a horrible slope to them. Now this one right here is 94. This one isn't too bad. The other one up there is probably 92. Let's see, 92, yeah. That's got a bad slope. So coming down this hill on the west side, boy, not very good. And I see there's a path down there, and I think that path, gravel, goes all the way around the campground because it's on the other side east where we are, over that way. I'm at the West Point campground area, And some of these are pretty steep. The ones on the side, that's 156 right there, and fairly short, so whatever. Now these starting over in here, this is 166 here, and I can't quite make out that number, but 166 is really pretty nice. Then you get to the point here, and these are definitely your view campsites, and they're all premier, so water, electric, and sewer. The blue tags I found out are electricity only, well, electric and water. So this area is probably where you want to stay, so I found out where people are, and that's because there's water down here. So I'm going to have to come down here and get a couple of jugs of water filled up. But this goes on around. There's bathrooms on up there, and there's an equestrian area up there where you can park your horse in a corral. I'm down here at the West Boat Launch area, and from here you can head on back up into the lake up there. It's pretty. There's quite a bit of shoreline to this place, and they've got a big boat launch area here you can get in 2, 4, 5. And there's a big old parking lot up there, and this is west, I think, of where we are, and west of West Point Campground. And that guy's got about 3 rods out there in the water. He's having a good old time today. One thing I did want to make mention of is there are some cabins around here. Those look like homes to me, man. And over at West Point, there were a couple of cabins there. Also 2 yurts. So if you're a yurty kind of person, you might really like that. Now I'm going through Churchill Campground, and all of the ones when you enter, the ones on the right side over here are all pretty nice and level. They're good ones. But you get over on the left side over here, the car pickup, whatever, Class B, but like that one, oh my goodness, you're gonna have to really level. Some are worse than others. I mean, this one isn't all that bad, but still it's sloping off to the right here and downhill, so you got a dual slope there. But these on the sides, so go to the map for sure if you make reservations online, and take a view of the site and look at the ones on the water edge. Now they're going to charge you more for those. They're called this says Prime, but I don't see a dump anywhere or a sewer connection, but they're marked Prime, and I thought those were full hookups, but I just don't see. Now here on the end, of course, this is going to be your better ones. So there's a 43, 44, a little shorter though, 46. These are good. But again, on this left side, on the inside, look at that slope. See, that's just not right. They got to be intended just for tenters. I mean, what can I say? But good views here on the end. Really nice views. Now this area here is, I believe it's Blackjack. And they do have concrete pads up here, but boy, they're just so uneven all along the inside. Again, just like the last campground. And down here, they're gravel, but they're much more level. These are a lot more level. And you have good views in this area too. So, same old story. The water views are the better ones. But Yeah, these inside ones, just try to avoid them. They're just so sloped. That's really bad. Now at Abilene, there's only a few spots here, and there's two spaces right there, and they're both pull through. So one guy's got a back in, I guess, and one can pull in. I don't know. That's kind of odd. And then the sites on the left, or I'm sorry, on the right here, again, are sloped, but this one isn't really all that bad right here. Number 5, well, I guess it's not that great. Sorry about that. And then up here in front, I initially tried pulling in here, but it was sloped worse than it looks. And I just said, no, I'm not gonna mess with it. There's too many places to go. But like this one is just horrible. It's just sloped so bad. So is that one, number 9. But I did try this, and it was just too uneven. I just said it's not worth it. It has a good view though. Yeah, this is Omaha Beach, so swimming area, and about all you can do is take your kids down there. No glass bottles, boats, and camping pets fishing prohibited. No swimming after dark. So you can see the water has receded a great deal here. There's a playground right on up that way, but everything is spaced a long way away from each other. I'm trying to keep out of the wind here. There's just a little breeze, and it's somewhat annoying. They do have a frisbee golf or disc golf area here, and this is one of the holes down here, whatever, disc catchers, and it goes on up that hill quite a ways. So this would be a challenging little course with this Kansas wind. That could be very interesting. So I'm just going around another point. This is over by the East Boat Launch, and I'm just going around to see what all's here. Now I'm down at the furthest point you can go here. There's another frisbee thing. So they're scattered all through here. I mean, boy, this is a long course because it goes back up over that way. Holy moly. Quite a ways. But there's some little amphitheaters here. I guess that's what you call them. Shelters. Well, it says shelter, but it said amphitheater, Ike's Amphitheater, but I haven't found it yet. Normally amphitheater, I think of seating and all that around where they can do presentations and that kind of stuff. But wow, this is one long, huge disc golf course. Oh, there's the amphitheater. That's seen better days. But there is parking along here because this is a long way from the campgrounds. Anybody's going to come to anything here, you got to drive or ride bikes, and it's quite a distance. It's got to be a good half mile, 3/4 of a mile over to those campgrounds. Whoa! And then there's the East Beach boat launch over there, a big one. They've got some slips in there. Now there's the slips. There's quite a few in there. Looks like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 18, 19, 20 slips in there. And the one guy is just unloading his boat right now. He's launching that. So again, there's adequate parking space up here. This is a big parking area. So I guess you could park here and walk up to the amphitheater. There wasn't much parking up there. Now here and there I have seen some pit toilets around the area, outside of the campground areas. So there are some places where you can do your business. Well, look at that, an archery range. Well, not something you see every day at every park. I'm going down 5-star. This is primitive camping here, just to see what they look like. I'm curious. Now I'm driving down through this camping area here at 5-star, And for the most part, at least all I can see, they're all paved. They're slanted, but then probably you're going to be in tents, car, van, here in these areas. There is a bathroom off to the left up there, probably showers. I don't know. This would not work well for a camper. Well, short ones, maybe B, class B, B plus. Some of these, just check the lengths on them though, because they could be a little bit short. That wasn't all that bad right there. A little bit more level. That one is too. You can see they've not had a lot of use this year. Well, let's do a quick wrap up on Eisenhower State Park. It's huge. There's the driving distance to go from one place to another is just out of sight. It's not something you're just going to walk to. So like I mentioned, you want bikes. Now, you don't want off-trail bikes. There is no off-trail biking there that I could see, but miles of paved road. So kids could get out, and I think people probably, as long as they're driving safely or you're with them, in case there's vehicles coming around, that would be an awesome area. Now, I forgot to point out, there is a hunting area there. When I was up at the office, two guys were getting hunting licenses, and they were going to go hunt coyotes. Now, you can use shotgun or bow and arrow, I think, and it was maybe a mile east of the campground, something like that. But I saw the area written. It said hunting area. So, and there were deer in the area, but I don't know that there's any, 30-06 or any guns, rifles like that allowed. For obvious reasons, they'd be shooting campers if they point the wrong way. But a good area to just go and go and go. I don't think you could go too wrong. Watch the sights, look at your lengths, and I think I pointed out all the good areas for you, and I think you'll have a good time. I would go back again as long as I could get a good level sight. So I'd give it about, it wasn't the best, but 3, 4, somewhere in there. Okay? Well, you guys get out there, stay safe, and we'll see you on the road, I hope. We're Colorado bound if they don't close the dang state again on us. Crossing fingers. Bye now.